Next Level Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
This is the Simulation Football League, live from the HyperX Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And what a fitting way to end out the opening day in Season 19. It's a trip to where we last held the SFL convention in Houston, Texas. Hi everyone, I'm Tyler Falk. Glad to have you here for convention weekend and the Vegas Bowl live from the HyperX Arena here in Vegas. Lots of fun happening, a lot of changes went on during the off season for both San Diego and Houston. Houston with 12 new players, new ownership group with Mike St. Green coming along DR Sim in the off season. Oh, and they're no longer the Hyenas. It's now the Houston Headhunters here in Texas. Meanwhile, for San Diego, they jumped on 4 new players, and the biggest storyline coming out of their off season is that they had to forfeit 3 draft picks. They have only been able to sign 1 defensive lineman to start off this season. It's rookie Kratos Maximus, and he's going to lead the line and the charge on the defense. Houston and San Diego both finished below 500. What are we going to see here tonight? Who gets off on the better start to begin Season 19? San Diego will kick off for the hometown Houston Headhunters to begin the ball game. And here we go from Houston. On the return near the 5-yard line comes return man near the 24, and he's taken down right there. Big number 88, Greg Corky, on the return for the Headhunters. I love these new stylish uniforms. And out comes second, check that, third season quarterback, Dave Burr. He sent all 3 of his seasons from his rookie campaign to now into the Houston Headhunters, just under 70% completion percentage, 21st in the league overall last season. Close to 3,500 passing yards, 19 TDs, 33 interceptions, a deep pass left side, and it's immediately turned over. Oh my goodness, Zach Lay. It's another convention game that starts off with an opening pick. And Zach Lay for San Diego is going to be the recipient of this one. They tried to go to Mike St. Green and find a new target for Dave Burr, but Zach Lay was in the way of the pass. And now San Diego will take over on offense in Houston territory. And so San Diego come out on 1st and 10. The biggest draw for their offense was their passing attack, led by quarterback Scar Patterson and the 2 dynamic running backs and all-stars, Liam Hammer and Gunnar Lewis. Patterson already doesn't like what he sees from the Houston defense. He's going to take a deep 7-step drop. He's going to launch this one deep over the middle, and just like that, it's like San Diego never left. It's a big bomb to Optimus Klein. Touchdown, San Diego! We talked so much during the offseason about Liam Hammer and Gunnar Lewis, and here's the former All-Star, finally making a name for himself once again. He's on the score sheet with the first play with their offensive possession for San Diego, and the Mavericks have struck first here in Texas. On comes Alec Finlay to try and tack home the extra point to put San Diego up 7-0 here early. Snap spot, kick is up, and it is good. San Diego on the board for us, and we haven't even gone through a full minute of action here in Texas. And it's also a pleasure to be joined alongside here in the broadcast booth with statistician and former broadcaster of mine, Chris Slovik, here in the booth as well. Chris is going to try and make me sound smarter than I actually am and keep me on pace with everything. So huge thanks. You're right. Thanks for being here, Chris, and thanks for every one of you back at home joining us here at the SFL convention, whether you're here in person at the HyperX Arena or watching us at home. Glad to have you, glad to have your company. Return from Corky's going to get to the 24-yard line, and Houston will start up their second possession right there. And Dave Burr needs to shake off the early cobwebs. It looks like
Houston might have been dealing with, 58 days is a long time between the last snap of the SFL season and today.
We'll see if Dave Burr can shake off the cobwebs. 4 wide receivers, 3 off to the right, 1 to the left for Dave Burr. Burr's going to look to throw, looking over the middle, caught by the tight end Talon Steele. That's going to pick up 8 yards, and we'll introduce you to the rest of the Headhunters offensive line. Dave Burr is the quarterback with G.P. Wells at tailback. John McCool is the fullback. Isaiah King IV, Mike St. Green, D.R. Sim, and Greg Corky are the wide receivers. Mo Jones and Talon Steele winding up the stars at the tight end spots. 2 receivers off to the right. Burr back in the gun. He's going to look to throw. Looking near side. Corner route caught inside the 50-yard line and across midfield down to the 46. D.R. Sim able to get past the former recipient of the interception, Zach Lay. And just like that, Burr has amended his previous struggles with a nice pass to D.R. Sim. Now for the 46 of San Diego they go. Split backfield behind Burr, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Burr's going to look to throw on the out route. Near side cut on the line. It's Greg Corky, and Corky will pick up 6 yards. And we'll introduce you to the San Diego Mavericks starting defense. Kratos Maximus leads the men in the trenches on the defensive line with Garrett Evans, Leon Thunderman, Pete Mitchell at the linebacker spots. Tom Krieg and Zach Lay are the corners with Zach Holdorf and Ray Lenerol the third at the safety spots. Weak power I here for Houston. Hand up the middle is G.P. Wells, and G.P. Wells has a solid run of about 3.5 yards for the young tailback. Comes over from Sioux Falls, which had 193 carries and 945 yards, and a total of 16 touchdowns with the Sparrows, and now he's over here in Houston after only just 1 season of play. 4-3 look from San Diego here on 3rd and inches. They're going to hand off to Wells again. Wells is going to get the first down. It will be wrapped up by Pete Mitchell. Good run for Houston. Wide open playbook, and they just go with a nice and simple ISO up the middle to get the first down yardage and keep this drive going. Much better drive for Houston this time around after throwing a pick on the opening drive, in the opening play of the ball game, I should say. Burr in the gun, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, wide receivers. Burr already changing up the play. 3-3 nickel from San Diego to try and counter. Burr looking far sideline. Caught near the 30-yard line, or so I thought. Incomplete, R62 says, and pass intended for D.R. Sim. I am wondering whether or not Houston's going to challenge that play. That looked well and truly in. But instead, it's 2nd and 10, and the offense trots back to the original line of scrimmage. Shotgun set from the 35-yard line. Burr looking to the left-hand side. This time, it's inbounds, and D.R. Sim has a first down. Picks up 12 yards on the play before he's eventually crushed by Pete Mitchell. But just like that, Houston recovers from maybe a missed call and picks up the first down. Crisp route running for D.R. Sim sees the strive continue. Houston downs here for the Headhunters. Split back set, 1 tight end, 2 wide receivers here for Houston. Burr has a quick 2-step drop under pressure, sidearm, slings it over the middle, and that's caught. Gain of about 9 on the play for Mike St. Green. His first catch as one of the new owners here in Houston after coming over from London this past offseason. He had over 1,000 receiving yards, 8 touchdowns when he was over, being one of Johnny Pickler's favorite targets in London. 2nd and short, handoff G.P. Wells to the middle. He's going to break off maybe 1 tackler, eventually gang tackled at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, Headhunters. I like what I'm seeing early on from Houston in those short yardage sets. Not trying to do anything too fancy, just trying to get the ball moving up the gut. Strong eye here for Houston here on 1st and goal. Burr's going to look to throw. It's a swing pass out to the left-hand side for GP Wells. GP Wells trying to make a spin. He's taken down at the 6-yard line and gone no further. It's the linebackers Leon Thunderman and Pete Mitchell combining in on the stop. 2nd and goal from the 6 upcoming. Houston will come out with a bunch set near side. It's going to be a run left side. GP Wells, he gets out of the tackle from Pete Mitchell. And Houston are on the board, another extra point away from retying this football game up. GP Wells gets his first as a Houston headhunter. They spread the field and made the defense go into a dime package. And just like that, they get enough extra bodies on the defenders to try and spring GP Wells free. They get him going. Nice, easy run for Houston. And on comes Sonny J, who was perfect last season, 20 of 20 in season 18, looking to try and tack on the extra point. Snap spot, kick is up, and it is good. And we're all tied at 7 apiece. Dave Burr on the last drive, 5 of 6 on the drive. GP Wells 4 rushes, 16 yards, and of course, that touchdown. Sonny J set to get us going once again. We're off and running. San Diego will return. Kick for the first time tonight. Trying to go up the middle and off to the right-hand side, then cuts it back. It's Optimus Klein. Again, the return man from a season ago comes back into the return man duties this time around, and he gets it all the way up to the 24-yard line. And so we welcome back Scar Patterson and company back to the fold. And let's introduce you to that Mavericks offensive lineup. Scar Patterson is the quarterback. Christian Pierce, the tailback, with Nick Hoagland at fullback. Liam Hammer, Gunnar Lewis, and Optimus Klein are the wide receivers, with Bill Cherry at tight end. DeBrickshaw, Molyneux, and Finley James are the linemen at left tackle and left guard, respectively. 5-step drop from Patterson under pressure. He's going to try and dump it off over the middle, and it's caught near the 30-yard line by Scott Andrews for 6 yards on the play, stopped up by Corey Menner. Second and 4 here for Patterson. 2 passes, 2 completions on back-to-back plays. Again, the first one being a nice touchdown pass to Optimus Klein on their first offensive possession. They're going to look to throw again, this time near side. Caught about the 38, turning upfield, gets to about the 41-yard line. Good pitch and catch to Talon Steele. And they move the chains and make it another San Diego first down. First one of the night for the Mavericks. Check that was Fitzroy Newsome in on the reception on Talon Steele. Passing play for Scar Patterson. Looks over the middle and it's caught by Gunnar Lewis, and he's across the 50 and down inside the 45, down to the 44 for Gunnar Lewis. And San Diego move the chains once again. Back-to-back passing plays that have resulted in first downs for San Diego. Yet to see a run out of the rookie Christian Pierce here tonight. Second round pick 30 overall from Lexington. Patterson's going to look to throw, looking near side. That is caught. Turning upfield again is the second string tight end, Fitzroy Newsome. Gets about 5 yards on the play, and clock ticks under 5 minutes to go. Second and 5. As we introduce you to the Houston Headhunters defensive lineup. Alex Perez, Butch Menner, Tom Tanner, and KT Slayer are the defensive linemen, with Keenan Samuels, Jason Peace, Zed Markov at linebacker. Angel Maldonado, Kai Cash, Derek Law, Corey Menner the corners, with Isabella Blackwell, Josh Rowe at safety. And up to the first carry of the ball game for any tailback from San Diego. It's Nick Hoagland. It's a fullback dive, and it's a really good fullback dive as it gets him right near the marker. They'll give him maybe half a yard short. 3rd and inches upcoming for the Mavs. third and the thickness of a textbook upcoming for the Mavericks. They're going to go with the run. This time it's the tailback, Christian Pierce. And he's got a nice scamper into the side. The Houston 30 down to the 28-yard line. And welcome to the SFL, Christian Pierce. A solid pickup and will keep the drive moving for the San Diego Mavericks. Last season, San Diego was able to knock off Florida in their opening contest. Maybe looking to do the same thing here versus Houston. Out route near side, led a little bit too far. That one's more cut and dry. Compared to the earlier pass we saw from Houston, Gunnar Lewis ruled out of bounds, incomplete. And it's 2nd and 10 now for San Diego. Two backs in the backfield. That's Pierce and Hoagland with 3 wide receivers. Defense is opting to go into the nickel rook. Deep drop here from Patterson, looking for the out route far side. That is caught, turning upfield near the 10, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds right there at the 10. It's Optimus Klein making another big catch for the Mavericks as they continue to zoom down the field. Patterson has really developed a very nice connection with Optimus Klein early and often here in this football game. If they can get all 3 wide receivers in play early and often, San Diego's going to be right in it with Houston. Patterson looking near side. Another out route near the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled down at the 4. Gunnar Lewis picking up a gain of about 6 yards on the play. 2nd and goal upcoming for the Mavs. San Diego just on the outside range of Pater. 4 yards to go to get there. Goal line defense here for Houston. They're going to run with Pierce. Near side as he breaks out of a tackle. And the rookie tailback gets a touchdown here for San Diego. They only had 3 in total last season. It's good to see them get Pierce involved early and get him on the score sheet on the ground as Pierce extends the lead back out to 6 for San Diego. And on comes Alec Finlay, try and tack home the extra point. Snap spot, kick is up, and it is good. San Diego have a 7-point lead. Once again, it is 14-7 Mavericks. It's been a blast here at the HyperX Arena for the SFL convention. Got to meet so many people in person. Thomas Paterniti, Hunter Norwood, BDG Hollywood's been here, Boo Chisholm. Both Gary Burney and Gary Clem from Canton got to meet those guys. Got to meet Adam Chance, newer from Canton, and also a member of Home 3. As the run back from Greg Corky gets all the way up to the 24-yard line, and it's almost like it's a broken record. They seem to start all the time on the 24-yard line. So out comes the Houston offense once again. Able to drive down the field last time out and punch it in via the way of a GPL's rushing score. See if they can replicate that drive as they come out in the exact same formation at the end of the drive. And this time they'll run up the middle on a little trap play for GP Wells. And GP Wells breaks out of 1, but eventually he gets swarmed and taken down after a pickup of 4 to the 29-yard line as we tick closer to 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Second and 6 now for Houston. I formation, heavy set here for the Headhunters. Only a 4-3 look out of San Diego. 2-step drop from Burr. Floater over the middle. It's into coverage and it falls incomplete, intended for the tight end. Nothing doing. Zach Lay and company were in the area to deny them a possible big play, and it brings up 3rd down here for Houston. 3rd and 6 now here for Houston. Shotgun set. 2 backs in the backfield, one on either side of Dave Burr. He's going to go back to pass. Has time. Has plenty of time. He has all the time in the world. He just has to get rid of it to GP Wells underneath. That's an excellent blanket covered scheme from San Diego, and that'll force the Houston Headhunters off the field on offense. So for the first time today, Ron Foster takes the field. He does the punting here for the Houston Headhunters. Back deep to return is Optimus Klein. Punt is on its way from Foster as Klein elects to try and make a return out of it, and he gets met almost immediately at the 40-yard line. Gunnar Lewis on the for the entire game, I should say, 2 catches over 70 yards, and Optimus Klein 2 catches close to 30 yards, and of course that earlier touchdown. We'll see if Patterson can get them involved once again, but very quiet so far as Liam Hammer. That's only a matter of time before we call Hammer's name. Deep drop here from Patterson. He steps up looking near side, caught at the 45, and it's Gunnar Lewis with another reception down to Houston's 42-yard line, and quickly they're right back putting pressure on Houston's defense. Another crisp run-out route as San Diego will elect to keep the backs in to give Patterson a little bit of extra protection. And just like that, San Diego is going to continue to move the football. Brand new set of downs after a nice pitch and catch to Lewis. Come back to the line with 3 wide receivers, 2 backs in the backfield. Nickel look out of Houston. They give the wide receiver about 5 yards of space. Deep drop here from Patterson. Looking to the right-hand side. That is caught inside the 30. They're going to rule him at the 30 because that's where Optimus Klein headed out of bounds. And it's a brand new set of downs here for the San Diego Mavericks. Another deep out route working to perfection for San Diego. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Finally bring a tight end. The shortest tight end in the league, Bill Cherry, enters the fray on that left-hand side in the direction of the strong eye. Patterson going to look near side for the fullback, Nick Hoagland. And Hoagland's going to turn upfield and pick up 4 tough yards before he's eventually taken down by Keenan Samuels at the Houston 26. Possibly one final play before we close out the first quarter. Four wideouts here for Scar Patterson. He's going to look to throw. Steps up into the pocket. He has time. Now he has to throw it over the middle, and it's picked off! It's a beautiful interception that will deny San Diego any chance of getting going. Number 24, Isabella Blackwell. She comes over from San Diego in the offseason and repays the favor from the Mavs and will pick off Scar Patterson to close out the first quarter. You're watching the Simulation Football League live from the HyperX Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome back to Jules Simeon Stadium here in Houston, Texas. I'm Tyler Falk alongside Chris Slovak, who's doing stats for me here in the broadcast booth. Happy to have your company here as we close out the Vegas Bowl here in the SFL convention here in the beginning of season 19. As the first play from scrimmage here to begin the second quarter is a run up the middle from GP Wells that gets them maybe a yard as Pete Mitchell comes up with the stop at the 4-yard line. Dave Burr's going to spread the field with 3 wideouts and 2 backs in the backfield. 5-step drop from Burr. It's a floater, and it's dangerous. Nearly picked off for the second time tonight by Zach Lay. But he can't hold on to this one, and it's going to be 3rd and 9 from the 4. wide receivers. Berg going to be under center with Wells behind him. They're just going to try and run. It goes right side, deep yelp, nice spin move, and they're only able to get a yard as San Diego's defense clamps down hard. And they only get a yard for their punter, Ron Foster, to kick out of the back of their own end zone, so they cannot capitalize on the interception and are forced to punt this one away to Optimus Klein, who in the past has been a very dangerous return man. Punt is away from Foster. Klein's going to field this one at the Houston 36-yard line. Klein's going to put the Mavericks already into field goal range. The return gets him maybe net positive of 7-8 yards down to the Houston 28. So out comes Scar Patterson to start another drive. They drove all the way down near to the red zone, but ended up throwing a pick. They're going to look to throw again. Patterson, dump off, near sniper, Christian Pierce. Pierce only able to get a yard before he's wrapped up by Jason Peace. Pierce and Peace meeting together. Two rookies. Pierce from Lexington, Peace from the championship Albuquerque Adams. First round draft pick number 11. For Jason Peace. Shotgun set now here for Scar Patterson from the 27-yard line. Patterson in trouble, and down he goes at the 34-yard line. He could not get rid of the football in time, and it's Butch Benner and Tom Tanner, two All-Stars combining for the big sack, and they're just on the outskirts of field goal range. Third and 16, now third and a country mile. Here for Scar Patterson and company. Patterson's gonna drop back, look to throw, Carter coming, down he goes! Back-to-back sacks for the Houston Headhunters. They sent the blitz, and down goes Patterson. Dedrick Law comes up with his first career sack after signing late in last season, a weeknight signing from season 18. Only 6 tackles on the ledger from a season ago. He comes up with a big-time sack. Greg Corky to call for a fair catch at the 11-yard line. That is where Houston will take over with their offense, unable to do anything on the last drive, had to punt it away. And their defense came through in the clutch, forcing San Diego to punt it away, even though they started at Houston's 28-yard line. Burrs will go under center, 3 wideouts. It'll be a handoff for GP. GP Wells can't do nothing. Getting it into the backfield was Pete Mitchell, the lone all-star for the San Diego Mavericks on defense. Had 109 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 16 tackles for loss, 2 pass deflections, and an interception in his all-star campaign a season ago. 2 tight end set. Berger to look to throw. Looking over the middle. Caught near the 13-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 8. Mike St. Green comes in with the reception, brings up 3rd and 8 for the Headhunters. Last time on 3rd down, unable to convert deep in their own territory. We'll see if things change here for Houston. 5 wideouts here for the Headhunters. Berg gonna look to throw, and as he throws, he doesn't get rid of it, and down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It is James Flowers coming up with the sack, and it's 4th down. Houston go 3 and out. So for the 2nd straight drive, Ron Foster is going to have to punt deep in his own end zone. Has to get away quickly, and does. Optimus Klein this time will call for a fair catch at the 37-yard line, And that is where San Diego's offense will take over, as they were unable to do anything on the previous drive. Through two back-to-back sacks on second and third down, saw them have to punt this one away, but it's been a battle in Houston's territory for the last about, I want to say, 3 or 4 minutes. Houston in some really tough pressure. Patterson under pressure, he evades one and throws that one to the left-hand side. Incomplete. Patterson showing toughness in the pocket, but can't find Gunnar Lewis. Left-hand side. The hit from KT Slater, denying him a little bit of that momentum, and it's second down, San Diego. I formation here for San Diego. 4-3 look out of Houston. They're going to run up the middle with Christian Pierce. And it's a welcome to the SFL moment laid on by Josh Rowe. Josh Rowe last season set the SFL record for pick sixes in a single season with 4 of them. He can also hit pretty hard as well. 3rd and 8 now here for San Diego on the 35-yard line, just on the edge of Finlay's range. See if they can add some more yards to it. Patterson going deep, left-hand side. It is nearly picked off, but it falls incomplete. Corey Menner comes up with a deflection, and now it's decision time for San Diego. It looks like Damian is going to try and come out and punt this one away, maybe a little bit too far for Finlay. And indeed, Damian is going to try and punt this one away. Low snap is corralled by Alex, and he gets this one away toward the near sideline. It's going to take a Houston bounce right into the end zone, down for a touchback, and Houston will start their next drive in the best field position they've had in 3 drives at the 20-yard line. We'll see if they can finally get the ball on the other side of the 50 for what has seemed like an eternity. Start with a heavy set. Offset eye behind Dave Burr. Wide receiver tucked in tight to the line. They're going to run with GP. GP wigs off a couple tackles and gets to the 31-yard line. Excellent open field running from GP Wells, and it gets Houston a first down. Let's take a look at it again. They try and run a stretch play. He spins away from Pete Mitchell, dodges Leon Thunderman, and is finally wrapped up, but an excellent run from GP Wells gets him to the 31. Best field position in about 5 minutes for Houston. 2 wideouts and a tight end flexed off to the right. Burr's going to take a deep drop, looking right side, just off the outside hands of the defender, and there goes Talon Steele close to the 50, and they will finally cross the halfway point of the field and get into San Diego territory down to the 49. Not enough height from Garrett Evans, rookie out of Tacoma, as Talon Steele's able to trot away with that one, pick up another first down for Houston. A little over 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Dave Burr goes into the gun this time with Wells and McCool to his left and right. High snap, Burr corrals it, fires it near side, caught near the 40-yard line and down to the 39, another first down. Dave Burr finds DR Sim, and Sim will escort Houston further down the field. First and 10 now here for Houston. They go back to the shotgun. Burr's going to look to throw, looking right side this time. Caught near the out-of-bounds line. He will slide out of bounds. Mike St. Green in on the reception, picks up 9 here for the Houston Headhunters. Lots and lots of out routes on this drive, trying to keep the ball moving, trying to keep pace, trying to set some momentum. Three wideouts here on second and short. Burger's going to elect to throw. Has time, looking over the middle. Nice one-handed snag from Greg Corky. It's another first down. Burr tonight, 11 of 15 with that last reception, just over 105 yards on the day as well. Down marker flips over for the Headhunters. They go into the goal line eye. 7 men in the box as San Diego come out with a 4-3 look. Hand off right side, GP Wells. He bounces out of a whipping tackle and gets 3 yards. All told to the 24-yard line, GP Wells. Houston, I'm told, are very happy to have GP Wells. They like Brad Jones. Brad Jones decided to test the waters in free agency. They brought over GP Wells. And he's already providing for him here in this football game. Strong power eye for Houston here on 2nd and 7. And out again, GP Wells up the middle. This time only a yard. Leon Thurman gets 1 yard. GP Wells now is 11 carries for 40 yards, just under 4 yards a carry. So now on 3rd down, Burr's going to go back into the gun by himself with trips to his right. Burr's going to look to throw. Looking over the middle into coverage and incomplete. I think he was trying to go and find DR Sim, but San Diego had clogged up the center of the field and denied any shot of that happening. Almost picked off by Pete Mitchell. That'll force Houston to try and trot out the field goal unit led by Sonny J. Sonny J, a perfect 20 of 20 in season 18. This will be his first field goal attempt, a 39.5-yarder from the right hash. Snap spot, kick is up, and it is good. Houston at double digits, it's 14-10, San Diego with the lead here in Houston, Texas. It's Minnesota who take down Canton in the battle of the expansion teams. Seattle had a pretty decent showing all told. And Indianapolis unable to take down London as London repay their former GM with an opening day loss. Underway once again, Optimus Klein on the return, trying to bounce it out to the left-hand side. He gets wrapped up at the 24-yard line. That is where San Diego will take over. It seems like that side of the field, every team seems to start from around the 24-yard line. At least last 3 returns have resulted there. So San Diego comes back to the field. Houston play bump coverage as San Diego spread the field with 4 wide receivers, 2 on either side. Patterson looks over the middle, in and out of the hands of his intended target. He tried to hook up with Scott Andrews, nothing doing. Incomplete coverage from Angel Maldonado, the rookie out of Tacoma, 3rd-round pick. He's there into the coverage, and it's 2nd down for the Mavericks. Trips to the near side of the formation. Quick pass over the middle, caught by Gunnar Lewis, and he fights off defenders. First down, San Diego. He picked up the tough yards by himself. Fighting off multiple defenders to pick up the first down, and San Diego is in business here at their own 35-yard line. I formation, 3 wideouts. And off up the middle for Christian Pierce. He gets about 4, and we reach the 2-minute warning here at the end of the first half. San Diego with a 4-point lead here in Houston, Texas. You're watching the Simulation Football League live from the HyperX Arena in Las Vegas. Gunnar Lewis currently has 4 catches for right around 54 yards tonight. See if they get him even more involved as they typically do here in San Diego. 2 minutes to go here at the end of the first half. Patterson's going to look to throw in the first play out of the 2-minute warning. Passes left-hand side. Gunnar Lewis gets to the 49-yard line and no further. Says he stepped out of bounds or got pushed out right about there, and it's a new set of downs here for the Mavs. Backs in the backfield, 3 wide receivers set here with 1:56 to go now. Deep drop from Patterson as Houston sent 4. Patterson on trouble, and down he goes. He's going to lose 9 on the play as KT Slayer and Tom Tanner combine for a sack. They busted through that line. On the weak side of that line, DeBrickshaw, Molyneux, and Finley James on that left side of the line. Houston trying to exploit the right-hand side, and they got to the quarterback. Patterson, another deep drop. Again under pressure. Scrambling, trying to get out of pressure. And down he goes again. It's another sack for the Houston Headhunters, and another one for Tom Tanner. 2 sacks and a loss of 10 on the play. Tom Tanner picks up sack number 2.5. They combine on that earlier sack. 3 big tackles for Tom Tanner tonight. Deep drop here from Patterson to the play action. Passes near side. It is caught for about 14, about 6 yards shy of the marker clearance. Dart in on the reception, but San Diego's going to have to punt this one away. So on comes Alex Damian to punt this one away here for San Diego as they try and play the field position game. Clock continues to run closer and closer to 40 seconds. You still have all 3 timeouts. Delayed snap. Kick is up. And Corky's going to try and make something out of it. Near the 12-yard line, he gets the 17 with 28 seconds to go. As Houston allow about 20 to 30 seconds off the clock, which they could have used had they called a timeout. But it's 1st and 10 from their 17-yard line with 28 seconds to go. Burtrops to the line of scrimmage here to begin this drive. 2 backs in the backfield. Burr, 5-step drop, looking near side, caught near the out-of-bounds marker, and down he goes. Out of bounds to stop the clock. D.R. Sim picking up 7 yards. I think we'd like to see a little bit more of hurry up from Houston as they're going to have to kick the ball off to begin the second half. Now for the 24-yard line, 2nd and 3 here for Houston. Maybe the wrong formation. They come out in a goal line set. They're going to try and throw the ball. They're going to swing it out near side of the fullback. John McCool gets clattered on the 25-yard line. Clock will continue to run. They elect not to call a timeout, at least just yet, meanwhile. So Houston may be content going to the locker room down by 4 and will kick the ball off to begin the second half as the offense trots back to the line of scrimmage. No timeout called. That will do it for that first half of play. San Diego with the lead, and it's 14-10 as we close out the first half of play here in Houston, Texas. As we want to welcome you back to the HyperX Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Tyler Falk. Glad to have your company here as we begin the second half of play. Headhunters down by 4. They'll kick off to begin the second half of play. On the return now, Gunnar Lewis. Up the line, bounces off of the tackle and gets to the 26-yard line and no further. And out comes the San Diego offense to begin their first drive of the second half. A little bit of quarterback comparison. Scar Patterson 13-17 with a touchdown and interception. Dave Burr 13-19 with just the interception. Again, stats provided tonight by my good friend Chris Slovic here in the broadcast booth. Quick drop over the middle. It's denied and batted around and incomplete. San Diego ran that play earlier, but this time Houston are alive to it. Jason Peace comes away with the deflection and it forces a second down. Second down from the 26-yard line. Offset eye behind Patterson. 4-3 look out of Houston. Handoff up the middle for Pierce, and Pierce nothing doing. He's taken down by Zed Markov for no gain, and back-to-back plays, nothing doing. 3rd and 10, San Diego from their own 25. Patterson will be in the gun with trips to his right, one wide out to his left. GP Wells sidecar right. Patterson's going to look to throw deep bomb right side into coverage. Caught. Gunnar Lewis. Optimus Klein with a huge catch. As Scar Patterson's QBR continues to rise. Nice contested catch. Optimus using all 6'3" of his body to try and haul that one, and he climbed the ladder, snagged that one out of midair, and San Diego's drive continues. This time only 3 wideouts here for San Diego, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Patterson doing a quick drop, pumps it over the middle, and is caught. Good pickup of about 7 yards for Bill Cherry. Again, the smallest tight end in the league, only standing at 6 foot, but Bill Cherry last season, 25 receptions, 204 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Patterson gonna look to throw, he's in trouble, he gets out of one, not that one, and down he goes. It's another sack for the Houston Headhunters. It's Butch Benner breaking free and coming up with his first sack of the night. Patterson's been in trouble all game long as Houston find yet another sack. And it's another 3rd down here for San Diego. 5 sacks in total for the Headhunters tonight. 4 wideouts here on 3rd down. Play action. Patterson, deep shot over the middle, caught inside the 20, and down to the 18-yard line goes Liam Hammer. First time we've called his name tonight. Hammer only needed about 4 yards to get to 1,000 in his career. I want to say that's wrong. I'll get you the accurate stats here in just a second. Hammer, only 4 yards from 4,000. Times that 1,000 by a couple thousand. How about that? 4 yards from 4,000. He gets that on the last play. Maybe he gets a 1 touchdown to get to 30 in his career later tonight. 4 wide receivers, bump coverage here from Houston. Patterson's going to step up in the pocket. Down he goes again. Sack number 6 for Houston as they are piling on the misery. Patterson's jersey is going to be covered in grass stains as Alex Perez comes away with a sack. You can just see on the backside of Patterson, it is all scuffed up with turf marks here on 2nd and long. Patterson gonna look to throw, looking over the middle, caught by Gunnar Lewis. Gunnar Lewis gets him all the way down to the 12-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4 now for San Diego.
Jason Peace comes away with a nice tackle, but the under route left completely alone by the defense, allowing plenty of time for Patterson to find Lewis and keep the drive moving. 3rd and 4 now here for Houston. 2 wideouts off to the right eye formation behind Patterson. 7 men in the box for Houston. Patterson looking right side, over the outstretched hand of the defender. Gunnar Lewis hauls it in and steps out at the 5-yard line. Patterson already over 250 yards passing today. And it's passes like that keep him in business. 1st and goal now here for San Diego, looking to punch it in and extend the lead once more. Coverage backs off on the right-hand side. 2 wide receivers out there, only 1 DB in the vicinity. Patterson's going to look to throw. Steps up and down he goes. Alex Perez again. Sack number 7 in total for these Houston Headhunters. And it's 2nd and goal from the 9. These Headhunters are eating alive the San Diego front 5. And now backed up, 2nd and goal from about the 9-yard line. 3 wideouts. Patterson going to look to throw right side. That is caught by Klein. Klein gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be 3rd and goal for the 5-yard line. Can Houston find a way to punch this one in here on 3rd down? They're going to come out with an I formation. 2 wide receivers set with Bill Cherry, the tight end, flexed off to the left. Patterson, quick drop, looking over the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego! Liam Hammer does get touchdown number 30 of his career, and San Diego take a 20-10 lead. Jason Peace has played pretty well tonight, just maybe got a little bit turned around as Patterson was able to find Liam Hammer behind him. And the Mavericks looking to make an 11-point lead pending a Alec Finlay extra point. Snap spot. Finlay's kick is up and it is good. 21-10 San Diego here in Houston, Texas. It's been a fantastic weekend here at the HyperX Arena at the Luxor Hotel. Our partners, our TV partners, Next Level, have been all over the convention. Got some player interviews going. They were showing us their new sports betting app in its beta phase. That looks stellar. And they've got a whole show planned later this coming week, including tomorrow. As the return from Corky, Sutter steps to the 27, might have been able to try and continue that return down the left-hand side. It's a good return, all nonetheless, here for Houston, only down by 11 here in the opening weekend of the Simulation Football's 19th regular season. Dave Burr leads his men back to the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive here from their own 27-yard line, 6:17 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Burr takes a 5-step drop, pumps once, looks for the left-hand side, that is caught on the out-of-bounds line by Mike St. Green. He picks up 7 yards, 4 receptions today for MSG in his new digs, in his new threads with Houston, and of course as the new co-owner along with DR Sim, otherwise known as Damon Simeon. Strong power I formation here for the Headhunters. On their own 34-yard line, they're going to go up the gut with G.P. Wells, nothing doing. The Mavericks defense closes in on them. Taken down by Zach Holdorf and Garrett Evans, the rookie out of Tacoma. 3rd and 3 upcoming now for Houston. Three wideouts. G.P. Wells alone in the backfield. 5-step drop from Byrne, looking near side. He fires it into coverage, and it's nearly picked off. He's lucky to get that one back. Francis Gabreski comes away with a big deflection to force Houston's offense off the field and force a punt. One too many out routes for Houston this time around, and it's a quick 3 and out for Houston as on comes Ryan Foster to punt this one away here for the Headhunters. Foster's going to stand at his own 19-yard line to punt this one away. Optimus Klein back deep to return from his own 31. He's going to call a fair catch. They'll rule him at the 32, and that is where San Diego will take over. As far as San Diego is concerned, they're running their game plan to perfection. The passing attack was their bread and butter last season, of course. Gunnar Lewis, Liam Hammer, first and second in passing yards. First and third in total receptions. First and second in touchdowns. Patterson's going to look for it all here on the first play from scrimmage. Nothing doing. It's a little bit too far from Patterson. Incomplete. That will bring up second down right back at the 32-yard line. High formation here for San Diego. Houston back in the box with 7 men in the box. Here more of a spread look. Patterson looks, fires it right side, caught by Hogan, the fullback, and Hogan's going to pick up 2 yards, no further down to the 34-yard line. Which will bring up 3rd and 8 upcoming here for San Diego. The pass has been working, and 3rd downs have not been a problem so far here today. Unlike season 19, where they're 3rd worst all time in 3rd downs. As Patterson under pressure does get away, hit after he threw it. It is called in by Clarence Dart. And he's not going to be able to pick up the first down, 4 yards shy. And both teams now trade 3 and outs, and on comes Alex Damian once again to try and punt this one away. Alex is going to stand at his own 22-yard line to punt this one away to Greg Corky, who stands near his 27-yard line. Can't make a man miss. He's going to be eventually ruled down to the 29, given forward progress. And that is where Houston will take over, as it's dueling 3 and outs. Now we need to see some action here from the Houston Headhunters offense. Bird's going to go under center to start the drive here in a strong power I. 8 men in the box here for San Diego. Going to try and run up the gut with GP Wells. Nothing doing. The linebackers once again combined for a tackle. Only 2 yards for GP Wells, as it's Pete Mitchell in on yet another tackle for San Diego. Second and 8 after the 2-yard pickup from GP Wells. Coverage backs off about 10 yards between the outside wide receivers and the outside DBs. And off Wells near side, spinning away from one, bouncing out of another, and fighting his way through more tackles. GP Wells, ladies and gentlemen, gets to the 42-yard line and gives Houston a first down. Bouncing off multiple tacklers, Tom Blitzkrieg, or Tom Krieg is officially known. Tom Blitzkrieg is player nickname. GP Wells finding ways to keep Houston in this football game. Bunch set near side, Burr under center. Burr is going to take a deep 7-step drop, looking left-hand side near the 46-yard line. That one is hauled in by DR Sim, picks up 3 yards on the play. Second and 7 now for the Houston Headhunters. Come on, a goal line set here on their own 46-yard line. 7 men in the box here for San Diego to try and counter this heavy look. Patterson swing pass near side. Wells, nothing doing. San Diego read that one perfectly, and back go the Headhunters by about a yard, they will say. 3rd and 8 upcoming here for Houston. Third down was a little bit of a problem for the Headhunters a season ago. They're about 6% behind the league average, only managing about 49% on 3rd down. 3rd and 8. Burr going to look to throw. Deep ball over the middle. Caught inside the 45. First down. Houston. DR Sim on a reception to San Diego's 42-yard line. That'll move the chains. It's a nice looking post route from DR Sim. One of the best route runners in the game today. As Burr's able to lead one of his favorite targets out just a little bit extra for DR Sim to make a nice sliding catch. So now back to the line come the Houston Headhunters. Opposite eye behind Burr, 2 tight ends off to the right, 2 wide receivers off to the left. They're going to catch one of the defensive linemen offside. Burr looking left-hand side, caught by DR Sim, picks up about 5. So no matter what they do, they can either take the down or they can take the yardage. I would probably go for the down. Let's see what R62 has to say and what Houston decide.
Number 94, defense.
Theodore Johnson gets tagged with the infraction, and Houston will be set up a little bit closer to Paintert. So it's 1st and 5 now here for Houston after they accepted the penalty. Gonna run with GP Wells, left-hand side, got a couple of blockers, he fights off one tackle and gets to the 26-yard line, eventually taken down from behind by rookie Kratos Maximus. GP Wells is starting to pick up some steam here in the late going of the football game. Excellent blocking from McCool and company, able to solidify that edge and get GP Wells going. As we tick closer to a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Another heavy set here for Houston. 7 men in the box here for San Diego. And up Wells again, up the middle, spinning away from a couple, and he finally gets clattered down at the 18-yard line. Houston have entered into the red zone. Houston been putting up some excellent blocks here for GP Wells here late on in the 3rd quarter as we tick closer to about half a minute to go here in the 3rd. Split backfield with 2 wide receivers, 4-3 look out of San Diego. Burr changing up the play here on the 18. Burr looking left-hand side for DR Sim. It's a jumping catch. Sim unable to come back down on his own 2 feet, but does haul it in safely. It will move the change. 1st and 10 for the 15 now for Houston. Brand new set of downs, and we'll be right back here to begin the 4th quarter. Get your 4s, and 86 is up in chat. You're watching the Simulation Football League live from the SFL convention from the HyperX Arena in Vegas. Houston from the 15 looking to try and punch it in as we begin the 4th quarter. Down by 11 here on opening night. Burr in the gun with 4 wide receivers. Burr's going to look to pass over the middle. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Corky. Coverage by Lenoreau III, just too strong as Burr is now 19 of 26 tonight, while Patterson remains steady and healthy, 23 of 28. Second and 10 from the 15. Linebacker show blitz for San Diego. Hand off GP Wells in the middle. He stutter steps to the 11. Well, that gives plenty of time for San Diego's defense to come and grab him. It's only a pickup of 5 for GP, averaging about 4.5 a carry. And it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 5 from the 11. 3 wideouts here for Houston. Line shifts over for San Diego as they try and counter. Burr, 5-step drop. Looking over the middle, caught by DR Sim, a yard shy of the marker. Crucial decision time upcoming for Houston. Do they try and go for it and try and press on and try and get a touchdown, or they try and kick a field goal? Offense retakes the field for Houston. 8 men in the box to try and counter the weak power eye. Burr trying to get one of the defensive linemen to jump off sides. They did so earlier on in the drive. San Diego's line holding firm this time, though. 5 seconds and counting on the play clock, and Houston will burn their first time out of the half, and now will send out Sonny J to kick home a field goal. I wouldn't call it a puzzling decision to try and get them to jump off sides, having done so earlier in the contest. But you gotta wonder if the old saying holds true: fool me once, shame on me; fool me twice, shame on you. As Houston will try out Sonny J. This one, a mere chip shot of about 23 yards in the right hash. Snap, spot kick is up, and it is good. Houston back on the board, 21-13, an 8-point lead for San Diego as we welcome you back into the broadcast booth. Tyler Falk on the call, along with Chris Slovic on stats here to my left in the broadcast booth here at the HyperX Arena. Glad you can join us here as we close out opening day in season 19 of the SFL. Glad to have your company. Glad you could join us here. It's pretty late over there on the East Coast. What is it? Just a little past midnight. It's already the 12th of July for you people over on the East Coast. For those of you staying up to watch us, we thank you ever so kindly. As Optimus Klein gets the return to the 26-yard line. And that is where San Diego will take over on offense and try and push the lead back out to, well, maybe 11, maybe out even further than that. We'll see if San Diego can go and do that. They were forced off the field on 3 plays last time out. Patterson under pressure once again, picked up, going the other way, and here come Houston! Touchdown, Headhunters! It's a pick 6 for Corey Menner, and Houston are a 2-point conversion from tying this football game up. Take a look again. They try to go to the out route to Gunnar Lewis, and it's Corey Menner who comes over and takes away the football. Corey and Butch join the organization in the front office. Corey is the new director of communications. I'm sure he'll be having a field day with that one as the offense comes back to the line to try and convert here on the 2-point conversion. 2 wideouts to the right, only 1 DB in that vicinity. Burr is going to look to throw. Looking to the corner, it's tipped and picked off in the end zone. And the 2-point conversion goes for not maybe incomplete, no, picked off. It is picked off by Pete Mitchell. And so Houston will kick it away down by 2. We are underway once again. Sonny J, get us rolling once more. Optimus Klein on the return, trying to bounce out to the left-hand side. He's taken down at the 25-yard line. And now San Diego and Scar Patterson drop back onto the field after throwing the pick 6 just a few moments ago. And now that lead that was at 1.11 has shrunk considerably down to 2. Patterson led the league in touchdowns a season ago with 34, but was neck and neck with his interception total of 33, which was second worst. This time, though, he completes it over the middle to Lewis, and it's another first down here for San Diego to the 35-yard line. One play, one first down. And we're back to 1st and 10 here for San Diego with 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Under 9 minutes left in regulation. Patterson under pressure, looks near side, caught by Pierce, and he spins out of bounds after only managing to pick up 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 upcoming here for San Diego. San Diego back to the line of scrimmage. 3 wide receivers in a split backfield behind Patterson. Nickel look out of Houston. Deep drop here from Patterson. Alex Perez has a hat trick of sacks tonight. Yet another sack for this Houston Headhunter crowd, and Perez looked like he was nearly untouched there on the right-hand side of the line. There was nothing that the line could do about that. A 9-yard loss in the play, and now Scar Patterson and San Diego have to go the width of a tarmac to try and find a first down. He's under pressure. It's a sack, and it's picked up by one of the offensive linemen. Milton Crenshaw comes up with a recovery, but it's a strip sack on the play for Houston, and it's 4th and 23. They're going to punt it away. KT Slayer with the sack, and San Diego punted away to Houston. Houston has all the momentum here tonight. Damian punts this one away, and Corky's going to try and make a return. Gets it all the way to the 42-yard line. Just take a look. Just take a listen to this, folks. Tom Tanner, 2.5 sacks. Dedrick Law with a sack tonight, coming off a quarterback blitz. KT Slayer with a sack and a half. Miller with a sack, and of course, Alex Perez leading the charge here for the Headhunters with a trio of sacks. Houston will start this drive from the 42-yard line. Split backfield behind Dave Burr. Handoff up the middle. Nothing doing. The run game has been stymied here as of late. John McCool unable to gain any traction. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. Taken down by Leon Thunderman and a whole host of Mavs, a bunch of his wingmen. And it's 2nd down Houston. Mavericks defense still trying to force them off the field. Offset eye behind Dave Burr here on 2nd down. Swing pass out of the right-hand side. Caught by DR Sim. DR Sim, one of the more heavy targeted receivers for Houston. 10 receptions today. Most coming on these short little out routes. Matriculating the ball down the field. 3rd and 7 now for Houston. Spread the field with 4 wide receivers, 3 toward the near side of the formation. Burr, short out route, leads his receiver DR Sim out of bounds, and the short out route works against them this time, and so they're going to have to punt this one away. So out comes Ron Foster once again to punt this one away. Leave the 6th punt of the ball game for Houston. Fair catch called for by Optimus Klein at the 21-yard line. He hauls that in without any trouble. San Diego will take over with 6:41 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Only up by 2. Need to be consistent here to begin the drive. Hammer and Lewis out there for the 2 wide receivers. Pass over the middle. Liam Hammer hauls it in at the 25-yard line. He's taken down right there by Zed Markov, gain of 4 on the play for San Diego. 2nd and 6 now here for the Mavericks. 2 tight ends set, linebackers shifting on either side of the defensive line. Houston sent 4, standing over the middle, picked up by Houston once again. Isabella Blackwell comes away with another interception for the Headhunters, and they have set themselves up in prime real estate. Take a look again. Just reading Patterson's eyes, jumping in front of Gunnar Lewis's route and hauling in the interception. Houston in business. First and 10 from San Diego's 24-yard line. Dave Burr will go under center with a split backfield behind him. DBs are all the way back at the line to gain. Burr takes a 5-step drop, looking over the middle. That one is caught by D.R. Sim to the 20-yard line, picks up about 4 yards on the pass over the middle. 5:55 and counting to go here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time for more fireworks. D.R. Sim, 11 receptions, 84 yards tonight. Burr, another 5-step drop. Under pressure, has to get rid of it near side. And it's hauled in by G.P. Wells at about the 19-yard line. Only a pickup of 1. It brings up 3rd down. Now, if I am Dave Burr, I don't force a pass here. A field goal gives you the lead. That's the worst possible thing that you can do right now, is try and force the ball and get a touchdown. Well, force the ball, trying to get a touchdown, and it goes away the other way with an interception. Or maybe forcing a ball and getting a touchdown ain't so bad here for Houston. We'll see what they do. Burr, back to pass under pressure. He tried to force it, but it's held in by D.R. Sim. A dangerous pass into double coverage. But the long-time seasoned veteran of 15 seasons comes away with the clutch catch. Burr able to find him. Look at that. It looked like D.R. Sim came out of nowhere to haul that one in. And now it's 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Houston knocking on the door here, under 5 to go. Handoff, G.P. Wells trying to go through the middle, nothing doing. Immediately stopped by Pete Mitchell, and coming in to help was Garrett Evans. 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line, they went back a yard. Back to the line come the Headhunters. Offset eye behind Burr. D.R. Sim tucked in tight on the line to the left in the direction of the strong eye. Linebackers showing blitz. Burr taking his time, milking as much clock as possible. 5-step drop, it's a screen play near side for G.P. Wells. Can't spin away from Pete Mitchell again. This time he'll pick up about 2 yards, and it's 3rd and goal, Houston. San Diego's defense playing pretty well. Can they force the offense off the field and only hold Houston to a field goal? Linebacker showing blitz once again. I formation behind Burr. Burr, deep drop. Looking into the middle of the end zone. It's tipped and nearly picked up, but it falls incomplete. Zach Holder could have come away with a clutch pick. Instead, they force the offense off the field. On comes Sonny J in the field goal unit to try and take the lead here late in the ball game off his fingertips. But again, Pete Mitchell making another great play along with Zach Lay to deny Dave Burr and Houston a touchdown. Fourth and goal now here for the Headhunters. They're going to trot out Sonny J to try and take a 1-point lead. High snap is corralled, kick is on its way, and Houston have a 1-point lead. It is 22-21 with 3:37 left to go in regulation. As Dave Burr closes in on 200 yards here tonight unable to get the touchdown and maybe add to that total and get even closer to 200 yards, right around 188 so far tonight. Jay will get us going once again. Optimus Klein had to backpedal to go ahead and get the reception, got the return going, and he was only able to get back to the 23-yard line. That is where San Diego will take over. Not a whole lot going for San Diego late in the football game. A couple interceptions, a couple of 3-and-outs, as their offense continues to have troubles late on in the game. They need to change their fortunes in a hurry. First and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Patterson's going to look for a swing pass to the left-hand side for Christian Pierce. Pierce is able to pick up 2 yards before he is met by Keenan Samuels and company at the 25-yard line. 288 yards for Scar Patterson. Touchdown, but those 3 interceptions costly. Deep ball, far side, nearly picked off for the 4th time tonight. And it's Corey Menner, who had that earlier pick 6 tonight, looking for interception number 2. Big 3rd down here for San Diego. Can they finally convert on a 3rd down? Or is this Houston defense proven to be too strong? Patterson going to look to throw. Pressure coming. He loses the pressure. Trying to get the 1st down himself, but he's tackled 2 yards shy. Great hustle from Patterson, but denied by Dedrick Law. 4th and 2 from their own 31-yard line. Liam Hammer, head coach of San Diego, has a big decision to make. They hustle back to the line. Just over 3.5 to go. They're going to try and go for it. It's snapped to the back. Christian Pierce, nothing doing. Tackled behind the line by Keenan Samuels. And Houston will take over on downs. A clutch play by Keenan Samuels to get into the backfield in a hurry. And now Houston are in the driver's seat. .227 left to go in the 4th quarter. Houston with a 1-point lead. Wells is trying to go up the middle. He gains about maybe 30% of how many total yards his counterpart in San Diego, Christian Pierce, has. Right about 16 yards on 4 or 5 carries. Close out. That last play be the final one before we hit the 2-minute warning. Houston leading by 1. Can they close it out at home and send the Mavericks home unhappy? You're watching the SFL live from the HyperX Arena in Las Vegas. Two minutes to go here in regulation. Houston leading 22-21. Handoff, GP Wells on the near side. Gets a couple of blocks near the marker. He's taken down to the 20-yard line. San Diego will call a timeout. I want to thank you for joining us all afternoon and evening long. Here, we've been live for the SFL convention here at the HyperX Arena in Las Vegas. I'm Tyler Falk. Statistician this evening is Chris Slovak. We are glad to have your company, and thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Handoff, Wells, right side for the first, nothing doing. A crunching hit by Pete Mitchell. Denies the 1st down. It is now 4th down and 1 for Houston. And San Diego's defense comes through in the clutch, only allowing Houston to try and attempt a field goal. Sonny Jabe has been perfect tonight. He looks to continue that stretch of form here with this 36-yarder from the right hash. to make it a 4-point ball game. Snap, spot, kick is up. It is good. 25-21. Houston now at the 4-point lead. San Diego are going to need a walk-off touchdown in order to win this football game. Sonny J has the ball on the tee as we get set for an exciting conclusion here in Houston, Texas. Minute 49 left to go. Optimus Klein on the return near his own 2-yard line. Tries to bring it right up the middle of the field. He shimmy shakes past one defender and eventually wrapped up at the 25-yard line. And so it's 75 yards to hit the end zone here for San Diego and company. Their offense has slowed to a halt on the last 5 drives. We'll see if they can make something happen in the later stage of this football game. Can they come away with a big win? Patterson, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. He's going to start with a throw here on first down. A diving catch attempt by Gunnar Lewis. Nothing doing, nearly threw it right into the hands of Jason Peace. Unable to hold that one in. Patterson has a lucky break. 2nd and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation now for San Diego. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. 3-2 dime package for Houston. Patterson going to look to throw. Looking over the middle into coverage, and is caught near the 30-yard line. The arc of the 32 for Liam Hammer, and it's now 3rd and short. Patterson back to throw again. He's going to throw it underneath for his tailback. Nothing doing. He's going to go back a couple yards. It's 4th down again. San Diego call their final timeout. This is 4th and ball game. Fourth and 5. San Diego need to get to the 36-yard line to keep the drive and the game alive. Same formations for both teams. Play action. Patterson. Deep ball over the middle, deflected away. Incomplete. Isabella Blackwell with a couple of interceptions and a crucial pass deflection will send San Diego back home with an opening day loss. Houston will come away with their first victory, now known as the Headhunters, and the new campaign for them gets off on the right foot. So all we'll need to see is about 2 kneel downs from Dave Burr, and that should do it. There's the first one, and let's start talking about what the future holds for both these clubs. For San Diego, they're going to go to 0-1, and they're going to go to Arizona and Fatality Field in week 2, while Houston will go to 1-0, and the Houston Headhunters are going to go on the road next week, and they are going to take on... Oh, I lost it. I lost the Houston Headhunters. No, they're going to stay right here at home. Here in Houston, they're going to play Mexico City. One final kneel down from Dave Burr, and that will do it. It's the Houston Headhunters with the victory here tonight, 25-21. And it ultimately came down to, I think, Houston to San Diego being a little bit too greedy in the passing attack. Could not get the running game going. That is not their MO. They tried to rely on the arm of Skylar Patterson, and tonight they will be unable to come away with an opening day victory, unlike last season where they took down Florida. And so it is now 9 straight losses for San Diego with last season. Again, the final score, Houston 25, San Diego 21. Patterson, meanwhile, they're going to 1-0. They are going to start off on the right foot. Last couple of seasons, they've only been able to go 5-7. Maybe this is season to change. Only 166 passing yards tonight. 81 rushing yards from GP Wells, who had himself a pretty good day in his Houston debut. But all told, Patterson forced one too many balls, 3 interceptions tonight. That was the story of the football game. Though there were some pretty passes from Scar Patterson. That last one to Liam Hammer. Of course, he got Gunnar Lewis and offensive line all involved. I think all 3 wide receivers, close to about 70 yards or more receiving here tonight for San Diego. That's a good sign for them. Bill Cherry had a few receptions, a few yards. But ultimately, that big pick 6 from Corey Menard really sealed the deal and really shot Houston a little bit of adrenaline into their system, as momentum would never waver from them. A couple of clutch picks. We talked about Menard. We talked about Isabella Blackwell coming on one way with a big interception. There's the interceptions that led to points for Houston, and ultimately helped them onto this victory. Nice clutch catches from DR Sim and company. And it's Houston to come away with the victory 25-21 as we close out the first week of Season 19 of the Simulation Football League. Live from the HyperX Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's been a wonderful convention. We hope to be back here maybe one day, maybe someday, and maybe hope to have many more of you join us, as your player of the game tonight is none other than GP Wells. 84 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown, 5 receiving yards as well for the tailback. For everyone here at the SFL and the SFL convention from the HyperX Arena, I've been Tyler Falk. We will see you later this week for more SFL action and more SFL content, and we will see you then. And until then, folks, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen.